Hey everyone, welcome back to Stories from the Internet. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but as usual, Foodie Beauty just comes on and she just hijacks the audience as well as all of the attention. So I am doing this today, December the 30th, 2021. I wanted to speak on two specific things that is going on in the Foodieverse that I wanted to really bring attention to. The first is the difference between how Foodie Beauty is when she truly thinks she is not in a relationship, with Dom, of course, because that's the only relationship she is in these days. And two, just how her nature is, just how she is overall, and how comfortable she is lying to people, because she has been saying a lot of things about her aunt. She'll say this, she'll say that she's been seeing her aunt, that she's been doing this with her aunt, that her aunt's want to do this, and it seems that might all be a lie. So we'll take a look at that as well. So why don't we start with this one? So I guess over a day ago, she wanted to point to Tree Boy Ilya, I believe. Now 6.7k view as of 2 days ago. And it states, new reaction channel. Alright, as someone who has always been a jerk to reaction channels, go ahead and promote the best ones here. Go ahead. I've been sucking lately and some of them have kept my heavy content a bit easier to swallow. XO. Let's take a look at the comments here. Christina Lauren says she's just stalling, probably dreading the fact that she has to admit she's gone back to the worst situation of her life. Yeah, totally. Sue Smith says, reaction channels and how they portray you should be the least of your concerns. Some of your time should be well spent reflecting on the psychotic behavior you've had no qualms about showing. Petty, vindictive, jealousy, vengeful, and remarkable levels of delusion. You ask your members if X behavior is abnormal, and when almost to a person they tell you it, your fallback is that you don't understand. You've given us a ringside view into who you are and what drives you, and it's downright ugly. Very, very true and so concise, Sue Smith. I would agree with every and all points here. Good Decision says, at least lugging back and forth all your stuff constantly gives you both some exercise. Yikes. It seems everybody is agreement here that she is definitely at the trap house, and the videos coming out on Daddy Nadi's channel does not tell us differently. What's next? Okay, here we go. The apologies. That some people are saying maybe Daddy Nadi had a hand in telling her, hey, do these apologies because you need to correct some of your wrongs, but that is just my opinion and the opinion of other people. It says here, alright, here goes. 1. I miss Shannon. You're right, I have forgiven worse people for worse actions. 2. I am sorry, Dee Dee, for the huge drama while trying to visit your friend, and sorry for saying you look like Chris Farley. You are very lovely, and that I wish Nader would throw your toiletries into the streets of Gatineau. 3. Patsy, I'll unblock you. Do you like me yet? But Passion Tim can suck a goose egg. 4. I am going to be busy with family tomorrow. Yes, they did not disown me yet, so I'll go live when I can. Okay, love yas, bye bye. Funny how in and around this time, edited videos that someone tried to edit them in a way they don't usually do, started showing up on Daddy Nadi's channel after he has said on his live streams that he has a stockpile of videos that need to be edited and no one is able to do it. I did do a vote in one of my live streams, and most people do think Foodie Beauty is editing the videos. and I will agree with them. Let's see what the comments say. Oh, by the way, number 4, she said, I am going to be busy with family tomorrow. Funny thing is, that was her mom and that was her aunt. Well, her aunt kind of gave us a view of how things really are. Her aunt really had a few things to say. Maybe I will show that right now instead of showing that later. So here we go. Somebody messaged her, Phyllis Sorrow, and they said this. Blah, 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 house of a 37-year-old woman. I'm not being mean, and it is none of my business, but she puts her whole life online, and mark my words, she will kill somebody if she is not stopped. She had hit curbs, killed animals so far while streaming. Sooner or later, she will hit a car while driving high and live streaming, and all of that enabling your family has done will be the death of her. Well, here's the thing. She has already hit a car while driving. Remember that Daddy Natty was in the car. He confirmed it. She rear-ended a woman, started crying, and got out of that mess. And some people were saying she was probably high and was freaking out because she could have been caught driving while under the influence of certain substances. Phyllis Sorrow, yes, the aunt, Jamaica Beeson aunt, replied, I did not clean her house today. That today was the tomorrow in her original post, by the way. Haven't seen her in a long time. I've tried a million times to help her, but never do I enable her. And you have a lot of nerve to say that. Please leave me alone. Thank you. Well, that was at 1:38 p.m. The person, whoever is messaging, says at 2:19 p.m. How long is that? About 40 minutes later. I apologize. She said that you were coming to clean her house. She posted that on her community tab, and as I have iterated over and over and over again, you can't believe what Foodie Beauty tells you. You can't just believe anything and everything without fact checking her, because she does lie, she does make things up, and she will look you straight in the face, right in the eyes, and tell lies, as she has admitted with the whole vegan phase of her YouTube career that she was indeed eating chicken while masquerading as being a vegan. Trauma Dumpling says, I'm sorry for saying you look like Chris Farley is literally the most passive-aggressive apology I've ever heard. Very true. Lee Lou Lindsay says the only reason you've apologized to Didi was because you're back at Netters and he's made you actually believe his lies. You aren't as complicated as you think. You're as predictable as the sun rising daily. Very true. I will agree with that. She is definitely at Natty Daddy's, and I do think he has played a role in having her apologize to his so-called friend of 10 years, which is still questionable because I have said many times that I think Didi and Nader are retconning their situation. Retconning as in they're making it seem that they've been friends for a long time, when it could be a possibility that Didi is just cow tipping. Cow tipping as in she hasn't known him for a decade and she has just recently come to know the guy and want to make it seem to the Chantelverse as if they've known each other for a long time. Mama Beer 75 says, honestly, they both deserve each other. If the past few days have taught us anything, is that Nader and Chantel are perfect for each other. Yeah, there's a lot of toxicity happening there. On one side, we have a man looking for women who have a job, have some sort of a financial support system, they're financially afloat, but yet they cannot find themselves in a good relationship, and he masquerades as a man that can offer that. On the other side with Chantel, we have a woman that is going after vulnerable men who find themselves in certain types of situations where they may or may not have the finances to live a decent quality of life, and she will provide, the monies to live a life, as in, the 2K per month that Daddy Natty said that she was willing to pay to him so that she could have sex with the Natster. Yikes. Anyways, a lot of people are saying the same thing here. She's back at Natty Daddy's, and I'm gonna agree. Sabrina says, okay, enjoy editing at Netters. Hopefully you took your puffy vest in case he gets a little, Yikes. Come on, Sabrina. You puffiness will help absorb. The puffiness will help absorb. Bye and see ya in the next stream. Rebel says she's back at Netters. The only time you don't stream constantly is when you're at his. How does it feel to have literally nobody believe you? True. Moon says this. If Netter actually takes you back, that just shows what type of man he is. Both liars, manipulators, and con artists. Exactly. Sarah B, you went back like we all knew you would. This is all a game to you. People are actually worried for your games you play. Exactly. As the saying goes, you play stupid games, you win stupid ass prizes. Karma says it's not if you forgive Shannon, it's if Shannon forgives you. But I think that ship has sailed. Exactly. It's a two-way street. You might forgive somebody or act like you're forgiving somebody, but they also have to forgive you in return for your misdeeds and your actions. So that is extremely, extremely, extremely so true. Electric Bowie says, why not do this on live or a recorded video since you blasted everyone in that format? Also, you could apologize for the vile words you said about your grandma's last breath on your last live, throwing your family that weren't there under the bus in such a smug way when there were rules about how many could visit at a time. Did you forget you were there briefly between hunting down and taking photos gloating about Nashies, as well as leaving your grieving mom when she asked you to stay so you could go take shrooms? And you could also put some modicum of sincerity into your apologies too. Not sure if you are trying to be funny, but this was a weak and cowardly attempt. Very, very, very true. Wendy Wu, ugh, this is so insincere. You are already back with him, and this is trying to patch up the damage you have done to your reputation. You deserve each other and the trap house. I'm gonna agree with you, Wendy Wu. It is quite obvious they are back together. And now here is the TV situation. This TCL 65-inch Class 4 Series 4K Ultra High Definition TV. It seems it's an Android TV as well. And you know how I love Android TVs. Anyways, as this post goes, it says, and here's the darn TV that is missing. I'm getting a refund and I'm going to buy something else. I don't know. Bills, taxes, patties. Smiley face with an angel crown. What do we have here? This actually looks very, very real. Delivered December 24th. Blah, 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 blah. What you should actually do is show us the track package section, because we need to see the address or part of the address, because some people are saying that this could have easily been delivered at Daddy Natty's instead of her house. There's a lot of conniving behavior, deceitfulness that is going on between Foodie Beauty and Daddy Natty, and it's just completely obvious. So if she is willing to show the track package section of this, then I would be more willing to believe that the TV might actually be lost or stolen, or maybe the TV was truly delivered in full and she is just making shit up because, it's views, and views begets money, And you know how she is. That 16 to 20K per month payday will be delivered, done and done between January 21st to the 26th. And just a friend. People, just face it, she's never going to stop seeing him unless he stops seeing her, which he won't do cause she's his cash cow and he has no car. He wants groceries too for his amazing videos. Lol, but people, stop sending her super chats and stop supporting this nonsense. She will never change. Cellphone says, how sweet, you and Nether are like herpes, everlasting. Shares not dead. Buy a therapist, then skip the middleman, cancel them, and accept that you'll end up dying alone and destitute anyway because of who you are. Dark, but that is a stark reality if she still continues on the path that she is currently on. Anna Rose says, if you had all this time and energy to post this, why can't you go live? Cause you're with him? Question mark, lip crust. Aren't you supposed to be doing a live stream? Question mark. Told your paid members you'd be back several hours ago. Speg Ty says, it's all starts with lifting $15 sneakers from Walmart, and then next thing you know, you're scamming $700 TVs from Amazon. Yikes. All right. Let's go up here. What is she talking about? Current mood. And this is a quote from Sylvester McNutt III. I can respect any person who can put their ego aside and say, I made a mistake. I apologize and I am correcting the behavior. All right, I can dig that. But is that what she's doing? Me thinks not. Me thinks she's up to her old self of just putting a lot of nonsense out there and not really and truly apologizing. She just doesn't care. As long as the money is rolling in, she will self-abase herself to eternity. Connie says, that's nice. Unfortunately, you'll never get respect in return without standards and boundaries. Some things merit a disconnection even after an apology, including this farce that you're putting your viewers through, not that you've actually apologized and corrected your behavior. Vicarious and secondary drama are real. Your channel should come with a content warning. Abuse and addiction are not jokes, and you need to stop making light of them. Seek assistance. This is very, very true. Leon Tate says, lol, at this point, I think Nether is just seeing how far he can push his ATM around and still make it come crawling back to him with a simple apology. Very, very true. As I've said, when was this? December 28th. So I do believe Didi Lulu probably left in the morning. And when she left in the morning, let's say she has to go to work for 8 to 4 or the typical 9 to 5 or the 10 to 6. Those are typically the times people show up for work in the mornings. Let's say 9 to 5. You can easily leave Gatineau at like 5:30, 6 a.m. and make it to work in Montreal about an hour and a half, 2 hours away, depending on the traffic. You could even say 2.5 because you might get a little bit of traffic in Gatineau, get a little bit of traffic on the way there. If you take the 50, you're going to get traffic. Even if you go through Hawkesbury, you're going to get traffic. So let's say 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You can actually make it to work in the morning if you leave 5:30, 6 o'clock for that 9 to 5 shift. Let's just put it that way. Guess who was awake at this time? This 8 a.m. type of time, Foodie Beauty. And do you know what I think she was doing? She was waiting for Didi Lulu to leave so that she can get back with her man. That's what she's about. That's what she was going to do. And that is my best belief is what she actually did. Kim Adams says, I gotta give another props. I was getting worried that rent is due and he didn't have money to pay it. Once again, he will get his rent paid again. Boy, this was a real nail biter, am I right? I'm just happy that his rent can get paid again. Now we can have 3 weeks of peace and you guys can work out your next scam to have his rent paid again. Yikes, Kim Adams going in. Kate O says, you have no respect, Chantel. Get real. You were asking what you have done that is so bad. You're a stream pretending you have no idea your slurs were slurs and that they hurt people were completely vile. For me, as a disabled person, anyone who uses the R slur and when asked to not use it, they defend it and double down as if it's okay because they just said it a lot when they were younger is a shady person to me. There doesn't need to be more. To me, you are one of the least respectful, most vile people broadcasting on this platform because of so many other things too. You have never been tried. You have never even tried to redeem yourself. Very, very true, Kate. And I agree with a lot of what you just said. BB, never going to happen with him. All in caps. The sooner you really get that, the better off you'll be, or keep doing what you're doing. You'll regret it in the long run, and we will all be entertained in the meantime. So true. There's just so much going on here. And here is it, the last one. I have to clean a bit. My mom and aunt want me to tell you all they are coming to help me tomorrow. Lol. They get a lot of concerned messages and they are coming to help me clean my place, but I want to clean bees but beforehand. I think she means bit here, bit beforehand. I'm gonna bees in a bit. Well, I think this was early in the morning again, and you know where I think she was? Of course, Daddy Nutty's house. Because those edited videos have been churning out again over and over and over. It seems that backup of videos that needed to be edited still is being edited by yours truly, Foodie Beauty. And what do people have to say about this? Armin, imagine being 37 and able-bodied but still needing your aunt and your mother to clean up after you, and you were calling Dee pathetic. Exactly. Unfortunately, the aunt and the mother were not coming over to help. It was just an excuse for her to not be online, because you know how she is. She'll lie as much as she can, and even if caught, she'll continue to lie. Grace OD says, the lies in the stream and you struggling not to smile and giggle every time you had to try and deny this isn't a big lie is comical in itself. Just come out with the finale already. You can't keep it up now, and you'll have to say it so you both can laugh and enjoy yourselves on New Year's Eve. So we know it's coming. Just do the finale already. I'm waiting on the post of your truth and giving it another try, or going to be friends with him, etc. before you go live again. It will be soon. You know what I think about all of this? I've said many times I've lived in many places over the world, and there's just certain behavior I see with people who have a drug dependency, and no matter if they're caught red-handed, let's say they're doing the white gold, you could catch them right in front of you doing it, and they will deny. This relationship between Foodie Beauty and there is no different. You can catch them red-handed, and all they'll do is just the same thing. Deny until, well, a few things happen. Either one of them ends up dead or in jail, or Foodie Beauty loses her channel, or she ends up in the hospital for a long while, and then Natty Daddy takes off, is done with her. Just certain things will happen that will end this toxicity of a relationship between the both of them. And none of those endings are pretty. This never ends well. The numerous times I've ever seen people do this sort of stuff or dependent on illicit substances, it never ends well. And Foodie Beauty needs to be very careful. It's never too late to turn your life around, but you need to want to turn your life around. It's not like you can force people. Like how the saying goes with the horse, how does it go again? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't let it drink. It's kind of like that. Every time I think she's at rock bottom and she can now turn her life around, it's like she has no bottom. And she thinks this is all funny when it's not. But the thing is, in time, as with all things, it will catch up with her. Anyways, that's it for me. Please leave me a like, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos and live streams. Leave me a comment and I will see you later. Thank you. Take care.